Okay, people should be able to see us now. Hello, everyone, and
hey, hi. I don't think it's live yet. I don't know. I don't see it yet.
There's a
delay. There's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah. Okay, good.
So, but hello, friends, and welcome to episode 1 of the Zine Team stream. Today, with me, I have the first group that I will be playing with. One that we have dubbed Homebrewed, BRWD. I gotta spell it wrong on purpose. For wonderful creators, all from the Dice Camera Action fanzine that'll be coming out later this year to support the Child's Play charity. So let's go around and everyone can introduce themselves, say a little bit about themselves, what they do for the zine, and then a little bit about their character if they'd like. So, Jay.
Oh no, I don't like this slot if it means I have to go first. Well, I'm Jerishu. I'm a metalworker. I'm making a piece of jewelry for the zine. And I will be playing Anklebiter, the Goblin Barbarian.
Okay. Zom?
I am Zom. I'm a writer for the zine, and I'm going to be playing Sarsaparilla, Sassy for short, and she's a Tiefling ranger who has a pet flying snake named Noodle.
Okay, cool. Mira.
Hi, I am Mira. I'm a artist for the zine. I'll be doing a piece of digital art for it. I will be playing a Tiefling Druid who is 97 years old. Like, she's pushing 100.
And Holly.
Hi. I am Anxious is me, and I'm playing Berry. She is a pink cutie sweetheart of a soft tiefling baby girl who violently wants to smite evil from the world and seek vengeance for her family. Oh, and I'm an artist, I guess.
Okay, cool. And I am your Dungeon Master, Andy Hatton. I'm a homebrewer for the zine and other stuff. All that stuff. So
real quick, raise your hand if you're not a tiefling.
I mean, I play everyone, so some of them may be tieflings. But...
You're part tiefling.
Yeah.
Hold on. Am I allowed to swear? Just
good question.
Well, let's talk. Well, I should have talked about this before. Like,
let's go over it on air.
Dice Camera Action level of swearing. So, kind of whatever you want. Just keep it not every other word.
Yep.
Is that okay? Cool.
No speaking sailor.
Yeah. Okay. So, the four of you find yourselves in the city of Waterdeep. You're currently sharing a table at the perhaps the most well-known tavern in Waterdeep and possibly the Sword Coast, the Yawning Portal. It is a large, well-appointed, ruggedly decored tavern with a long bar, though only one man seems to ever be behind it, and dozens of tables and booths over 3 different floors, with balconies overlooking the first. On the first floor is a large, almost always roaring fire, and towards the center of the room is a 40-foot diameter hole in the floor. Stones surround the hole like that of a well, so drunks don't fall in. And you are all sharing a drink. How you got to Waterdeep, how you guys all met. Let's talk about it. Anklebiter or Ank. What would you prefer?
Ank for short.
Okay. How did you end up in Waterdeep?
Well, I was traveling with, let's call him my companion, and then he lost me in a drunken bet, and I ended up in an old lady's care.
And how did that old lady end up in Waterdeep, Granny Lock?
So, Grady Lock, of course, came to be in the possession of Ankh. She doesn't remember quite how. She remembers that she was drunk. Very drunk.
This old lady.
So she and Ankh kind of just wandered here. They knew that they could find. She was definitely looking for a chance to adventure again. She has not adventured for many decades, and she knew that Waterdeep was a good place to find adventures. So she led Ankh here and wound up at this tavern.
Okay.
Because she definitely wanted a drink.
Sassy.
So Sassy she left her home a while back, and she's sort of been traveling, just trying to find her place in the world. She's had a lot of trouble being trusted because she's a tiefling, but she's like this very optimistic person, so she really just wants to find friends and family, and so her journeys have just kind of led her here to this place where she stopped in to get a drink.
Okay, awesome. And Barry.
Hi. I didn't think about this, but thinking about it, Barry would probably live here, kind of. Or at least have a base here.
Sure.
Sorry. I wasn't prepared.
No problem. As you guys are sitting there, the bar, it's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, so the bar is not too busy yet. And a gray-skinned tiefling and a dwarf woman kind of swagger up to your table, and there are plenty of open tables around, and they sit down at the end of the table, like probably uncomfortably close to Ankh and Granny Locke, and they start loudly having a conversation. And the dwarf will lean in to her tiefling friend, and like almost in a stage whisper, like she's trying to whisper and it's just not working. So anyway, my uncle's friend, some stargazer named Thul Arksum, totally went missing on the long road last week. And the guards are like, oh no, nothing's wrong, which is bullshit.
Language.
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
It's okay, dear. You just keep it to a minimum.
Okay.
Point of order, I'm probably not at the table, I'm probably under the table.
Okay. The tiefling will slosh his drink and say, I heard from my cousin's neighbor's bookie's sister's niece, who totally knows a Mass Lord of Waterdeep. And the dwarf will be like, it's Omendrad, right? And shh, it's a secret.
Waterdeep's worst kept secret.
The worst kept secret.
The worst kept secret of Waterdeep.
Anyway, my cousin's neighbor's bookie's sister's niece, who totally knows a Mass Lord of Waterdeep, said the guards are too scared, to go check on these missing caravans. But I heard there's like a crazy good reward. Look at me, Reka.
You think you're being subtle about this, dear.
I'm just going to yell from under the table, subtlety!
The dwarf will like side-eye you guys and lean in close to the tiefling and say, oh my god, they're spying on us. And the tiefling will kind of give you
guys... Sassy's just like, y'all know we can hear you. If you don't want to be heard, you should maybe get a room.
Okay, well you sat at our table.
Just at least move to a different table.
This is our table. We were here first.
Sure.
I don't remember it that way.
Granny Locke is just like feeding the like complimentary tortilla chips to Ankh under the table. Just like reaching in and giving it to him.
Well, fine. And the tiefling will kind of get up and slosh what little is left of his drink onto the table and be like, we don't need you guys anyway. We have our own table. And then he'll sit back down. Hey.
Wait, at this table?
Wait, did he sit at the same table?
Yeah, same table.
I like this guy. You sure you don't need... You know, you can... Like, there's tables. You know,
huh?
If you have a table, you could be...
So, what's this about a missing caravan?
Oh my god, you heard about that too?
gossip lines.
Oh yeah.
Sniffer.
It's like what awesome people
short
can talk
line.
about, man. Like, apparently caravans go missing on the long road before they ever get to Red Larch, and like
You don't say.
that's weird because they always get to Red Larch. That's what Red Larch is for. For caravans
It's
to
not
get
for
to.
being red and large.
No, I don't know why it's named that. It's neither of those things.
Wow, that does.
The
really
table
sound
is
like a
really
fun
smart, you
choice.
guys. The table makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
Well, you just seem a little bit tipsy, darling.
I'm
A lid?
never really. I don't touch this stuff very often, so I don't know what you're talking about. He pulls out like another mug you don't really know from where, and just starts slapping it around again. And
I'm gonna reach out and like pat him on the shins.
the table is very reassuring. I like this table.
Would you like to meet the table? Hey, she's gonna like look down under. It's like, come on out. She's like, she'll reach down and like offer to like pull him up onto the seat, just like a toddler. Whether he wants to like let her grab him is up to him.
Yeah.
So I'll let her grab me, but I'm not gonna let her move me.
Just dead weight. You're gonna go limp.
It's just like
If I can, I'm gonna cling to the actual table leg.
Okay. Sorry, Holly. You're a little bit quiet.
Oh my gosh. How about now?
Okay, that's better.
That's better.
Cool. Can I use Mage Hand to pick him up?
He weighs too much for Mage Hand.
Oh.
Sorry.
yeah, it's a bit of a dead weight.
Yeah. Granny, how?
I feel like Noodle is probably like hanging down there, like with Ank, and just like as this whole altercation is going on, Noodle's just like.
How bad do you want to pull him up, Granny? Like, if he's fighting, are you gonna fight back?
She'll fight back for like a second or two, but she knows that he'll like start swinging if she fights
I'll
too
fight
much.
back.
So
I'll help Granny out. I want them candies. I really want them strawberry candies that we don't have in this country.
and if you just ask her for one, she'll like let go of him and just give you one. She's got who knows how many of them just hidden in
Infinite
her room.
supply.
I also want to pick up a goblin because that sounds like fun. So, can I pick up the goblin, please?
That's up to
You can
you.
try.
Can certainly try.
I would
It'll be a
love to try.
contested
Do you like a
strength
contest-
check.
Could I
And because I'm assisting her, would she have advantage?
try?
Yeah. So Barry gets advantage.
First roll is just trying to pull party members up from under a table.
Oh shit! Wait. Well, I rolled a 17, I think.
Okay.
By a point.
Ooh, it's
I
close.
By a point, she pulls you up, or by a point, you resist.
She wins by a point.
Okay. So you are just pulling real hard, and you finally kind of like.
Table moves a little
Kind of,
bit.
yeah. You pull him up, and you kind of hit him on the edge of the table.
I
And
hold him up, circle
She's like-
style, and I want to just be like, guys, look what I found.
Immediately just start trying to claw my way back under the table.
Granny won't let him. She'll like pull out her staff and like stop him.
Eh.
You're going to meet our new friends so that they don't think you're a voice under the table.
Hi.
whoa.
You seem really sweet and fun.
You just spoiled the magical talking table for them.
They were going
Makes
to
a fair
find out
point.
eventually.
The table.
I think these
doubt it.
people need more magic in their lives.
The table is birthing goblins, guys. Did you see that? This place is weird. Like, I know there's a giant hole in the ground that goes to a massive
Yeah, of
underground
course.
dungeon, but like, just goblins under tables? Like, I thought this was a good establishment. I'm giving this like 1.5 stars on Delver, so, I mean, am I right? I'm a local guide, so I know about
Oh.
water.
I mean, personally, I would have thought that tables birthing goblins was a thing to give it like 4 stars. You know, it's a positive.
Oh,
But
yeah,
that's just
no,
me.
That's
Interesting.
tricky magic.
Interesting.
Exactly.
I know magic.
Magic tables is a plus.
Interesting.
It's very good. 10 out of 10. Good magic table would come again.
You guys make a lot of sense. I take back my review.
No,
I
we
never
don't.
posted anywhere. And he'll kind of flag down a waiter to get more sloshy beer for himself and his friend, who has passed out on the table like 5 minutes ago. What would you guys like to do? Do you want to talk to these two drunk idiots some more? Do you want to go somewhere?
I would
Passed out.
You said one of them was passed out, right?
Yes.
Does he have anything shiny on him?
I have a goblin in another campaign that just wants to steal shit too, so great. See the variety in my life.
Let's see. She has a coin pouch on her.
But the pouch itself isn't shiny?
The pouch itself is not shiny.
Okay, then I probably haven't noticed it.
Okay.
So, I would like to speak to these two drunk idiots some more about their missing friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same. I want to be like, y'all mentioned you might have had a missing friend there. You need some help with that, maybe?
Yeah, have you got a buddy that's gone somewhere like station
Um,
and what happened?
so, like, he's my uncle's friend. And,
Oh, I'm sorry. Your uncle's friend.
yeah. Like, I don't know him, but I've heard about him. Like, we probably met at a party once. Anyway, he's like a guy who looks at the sky for a living through a tube that has glass in it. And he was supposed to be going up to Mira Bar because they have a big tube that has glass in it there. But he never got even to, like, Bellyard. And that's, like, halfway. So, and no one knows what happened to him. He was in a whole big caravan. And the Lord's Alliance has apparently some big reward out for him because he was some fancy muckety-muck important guy who had a bunch of stuff for them.
Like maybe a wizard of some sort?
I mean, he probably knew magic because he was smarter than me.
And you're saying this fella here, he had a thing that he could look through to see things very far away?
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever seen the tube with the glass in it that lets you see things that are far away?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like those things.
I could definitely use something of that sort, my dear friend.
The ones that I like the best are the ones that have like glitter in the end and you twiddle it and you get pretty pictures. I love those.
Yeah.
That's nice, dear. Sassy just like pats her on the head. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So y'all didn't know this person that went missing, but you said your uncle does?
Well, yeah.
Who's your uncle?
Oh.
Mayhaps where would your uncle be at this moment in time?
He'll kind of like look out the window and kind of try and tell what time it is, and then he'll look over and point to the end of the bar, and there's just a slumped over tiefling.
That's his uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's what I was hoping for.
Granny is not gonna like wait for him to say anything else. She's just gonna get up and she's gonna like start hobbling over to him.
Yeah,
To the uncle.
I skip over to the uncle.
I'm probably being dragged along by Granny.
Okay.
She's
the bowl
done
of
with these
chips
two drunk
with me.
idiots. So she'll start like poking him with her staff, like, "Hey, we heard your friend went missing. We want to help.
Whoa.
Wake up!"
Subtlety!
Try to be subtle.
And he'll kind of
Granny's
flag
not gonna
down.
touch me.
He'll flag down the bartender, who's this handsome guy with a big mustache.
How handsome are we talking?
I mean, now, do I have that book?
If it's gonna take a while, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have it right here. He's like 7 out of 10. He's pretty good looking. He's a little old.
Oh.
But
I mean, if you're into that.
I gotta think about this for a minute.
but
So he just ordered a drink because he said anything to us?
yeah, the tiefling, he kind of like puts his hand up. Okay, I'm okay. I'm totally fine.
Are you sure you're okay, honey? I
Yeah.
have some medicine and such.
Who are you
I'll
guys?
look after you.
That doesn't. Well,
We're new here.
yeah.
You.
Well, we are just your
not
luckiest day
sure
because we
yet.
heard
We'll
you're
get
having
back
some
to
trouble
you.
with the friend missing.
Yeah, we don't know who we are.
All you need to know is that we're here to help.
Okay,
We
cool.
love to help.
Cool.
I love
cool.
to help.
Cool,
As long
cool.
as that includes smiting evil.
Cool. I mean,
So-
probably.
Cool!
Um,
So what happened to your friend?
so...
The one with the star seeing
Oh,
tube
yeah,
thing.
he's an astronomer. You must have talked to my nephew.
Yeah.
He's a moron.
Yeah, he is.
We could
know
tell.
That is true.
I didn't want to be rude, but
Um,
yeah, he is.
He seems a little intellectually challenged.
and he'll introduce himself as Buzz.
Wait, the uncle.
The uncle is Buzz. The nephew is Slosh.
Is Buzz buzzed?
Buzz is buzzed.
Slosh is
Did you
Slosh,
need to
and
ask?
I'm guessing the third one that we didn't actually talk to is named Passed Out.
Well, she's a
Comatose.
dwarf, so I have her name written down somewhere. It's probably passed out.
Stop, please.
No.
So, Buzz will say, yeah, my friend, Thull, real good guy. Yeah, he makes this trip to Mirabar every couple of years to look at the moon or something, and he just never made it past. You know, he never made it past the Destron Valley, from what I heard, and it's a real shame. He's a nice guy. Owes me
How did you
$10.
hear about this?
Yeah,
Bucks? What
Yeah, what's a buck?
like
It's
platinum.
like, why does he owe you gear?
Platinum. Call them bucks here.
Oh,
It's a thing.
I thought you meant deer.
Is that
No.
water
Don't take
Davian
everything
slang?
way too literally. It's a colloquialism.
I'm sorry.
Sound it out, dear.
Really nailed it. Really nailed it.
What's a colloquialism?
It's
Never
what-
mind. What's important is finding his friend.
What's important is knowing how he knows about this.
How
How do
I
you
know
know
he
about
went
this?
missing?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, obviously he didn't come back.
yeah, he didn't. I
How'd
just
you
I had.
know the specifics.
Well, I don't know any specifics other than he never made it to.
Well, you said he never made it past a certain point.
Well,
so
because
that
we would
sounds
get
specific.
like letters back from him.
We're just gonna assume that something bad happened to him.
I mean, probably. The Sword Coast is full of bad things happening to people all the time. That's what adventurers are for. Are you guys adventurers?
Well, we weren't gonna tell you, but yes.
Spoiling all kinds of surprises.
Granny does actually look like a bit giddy at the prospect of going on an adventure. She's down. She's ready to go.
Same.
It's like has her staff, her feet are kind of tippy tapping.
She's like, yeah, let's do this.
So, yeah, I mean, I was going to meet him up in Tribor to probably go drink, and he never sent word back that he got there, and I messaged, or I used a sending spell. Well, I didn't use it. Someone did. To talk to the Lord Protector up there, and she says the caravan never came, so... And should have been there, like, a 10-day ago, so he's been gone for a while.
When you say caravan, was it just him traveling, or was it him and a whole mess of people?
It was
that
him
just
in a couple other wagons. 2 or 3 other Lord's Alliance wagons.
So at least some poor little horses gone missing out there. That's a tragedy.
People
We
know.
worried about
Forget
the
people, but the
horses.
horses.
The horses are the important part,
Yeah.
not the entire caravan full of people.
They're lost and scared.
And the people aren't. They know exactly where they are, and they're very confident in their situation. They're dead and in the ground.
Also, if these,
You don't really worry after that.
if these horses are fully domesticated, how are they going to survive on their own? Seriously.
Is that my fault?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
But people should be thinking about horses.
only if you were the one that lost the caravan, darling.
No, I didn't.
Are you sure you might have dropped it?
Well.
There was some hesitation there, man.
Are you sure it isn't like in the bottom of your sack somewhere, like right in the back, you know, where everything gets lost, like the old
Between the cushions of a sofa back at home,
He'll
behind the curtains.
He'll kind of lean in for a second and be like, "But my bag's not big enough for a caravan."
With that kind of attitude, it isn't.
I'm done. I'm leaving. Bye.
I got it.
We did it. We can go home now.
No, we've done I Know Magic. Oh no, we haven't done suboptimal on stream. Yeah.
No, not on stream.
Carry on.
We also have yet to have a moment to make any of us go, huh.
The guy, the entire time he has been talking to you, he is just like, between every other word, he's just downing his drink, and he kind of waves for another one. And he kind of leans into you guys and be like, "You're getting this, right? Because we're talking, yeah?"
And at that
I don't know,
point,
are
Barry
we?
like looks over his shoulder and is like, "You're getting this, right?" You don't see anything.
Oh, okay.
I remember everything. And then she leans over to Granny and she's like, "What did he say for the past 10 minutes?"
She's gonna like pat her on the shoulder reassuringly. She says, "Don't worry, dear. I wrote it all down. Just follow my lead, and we'll be fine."
All I remember is the horses.
It's the
Which we
important
need
part.
to look after because otherwise they can't.
We're gonna go save. We're gonna go save some horses. We'll be fine. Just leave it all to Granny.
I am saving those horses from whatever undead and vampiric horrors that there are. Some evil smiting this land. I'm gonna save those horses. Bye, guys. And she skips off.
No.
Cool.
Can Granny trip her with her staff
Cool.
just to stop her from running off?
Please.
Do you... yeah, make an attack roll.
Okay.
Well,
We're
that
such
is-
a cohesive party.
So far, all of the rolls in this game have been against each other.
Yeah.
All right.
Dexterity save,
We're great at
right?
D&D, guys.
Good.
The best.
And what is my... Oh, I guess this wouldn't have an attack bonus.
I'll let you roll.
That's just my stuff. Ooh, that's not great. That's a 6.
I'm assuming your armor class is higher than 6, Barry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
So
do
you
a
skip
dexterity
right
check.
over the... Yeah, right between the ill-timed staff attempt trip thing.
Yeah.
Do you call
Someone-
after her? Or?
Yeah, she's called after her. Someone in chat said that no one was cradling their heads and their hands DS style yet. Granny's doing that now.
Okay.
She's like, oh, every time.
I need maniacal Chris Perkins after next.
No.
So she's definitely called after Barry. She's like, wait, we haven't gotten all the information yet. Just
This will be fine.
She'll wander back when she figures out she doesn't know where she's going. It's fine.
she'll actually like.
She stops and like turns around.
Okay, good.
Hey,
You're the one jumping the gun, huh?
I'm just.
Nah, jumping the gun, skipping.
That's my evil.
I get it.
And we'll get to that. We just need to know everything we're going into so we don't die.
She like curls up and sits on the ground like pouting like. Okay.
Look, listen, you want to find the evil, you want to fight the evil, we have to know where it sleeps. You can't just go stabbing random holes and hoping that there's evil in it.
Somewhere, and maybe, you know what we should do? Maybe if we took a caravan and acted like we had stuff, and we go down the road, and they'll attack us, and then we'll be led to the lair, and then we can go save them.
That's actually not the worst idea I've ever heard, and I'm very impressed right now.
What is the worst idea you've ever heard then?
That's a great question.
Well, I had this one guy who says that if you jumped off a high enough cliff and flapped your arms, you could fly. You just had to believe.
That depends.
Did
on
you
your
try
rolls
it?
and what perks you take.
I didn't. He did. It didn't work out well.
I guess he didn't believe.
I guess he wasn't an Aarakocra.
I guess that's a fair point.
So Granny's gonna go back up to this to this tiefling uncle at the bar. She's actually going to sit next to him and she's going to order a drink herself.
Okay.
Like, she's just going to get, like, real chummy with this dude.
I am dragged after Granny.
Sassy's like behind her, like elbowing.
She's actually going to lift up and can put him on her lap.
Sassy's like elbowing Barry and she's like, look, you don't her to drink.
Like, you know, like when your cat is slowly sliding off your lap and they're not doing anything about it? Yeah, that.
I'm gonna run over and hug Granny and be like, please don't drink because of me. I know I'm not a great person. Just leave me happy.
Oh, trust me, hon, it's not because of you.
Okay, good. And then
You didn't drive her to drink, that's my job.
I hope you were ready to be the party leader, Granny Lock. That's happened.
You got a lot of baby ducks to care after Granny Lock.
I mean, she's already decided that they are her grandchildren. So, regardless of any familial relationship, they are her grandchildren. And apparently she literally owns one of them, so...
Whoa.
I mean, I lost my real friend to a horrible murderer, so I mean, this is great. This is a good step up.
Yeah, this is an upgrade.
I miss my family.
Is there any particular drink you would like, Granny Lock? Do you want what he's having? Do you want wine?
She'll just have some straight ale.
Okay. Anybody else want anything?
Barry gets drunk on sparkles and rainbows.
Okay.
Sassy leans on the counter and she's like, y'all have any sweet tea?
The guy says, I can make a Chulton iced tea.
I'll take one of those, thank you, darling.
Okay, and he just starts pouring every liquor he has from behind the counter. And then he hands you some dark, tall drink. It's very sweet and good, but it's just loaded with alcohol.
She sips it like she thinks it's tea. Like, she doesn't register that there's alcohol. She's like, yes.
Barry's like looking over your shoulder and she's like, that looks yummy. Can I have a little?
Get your own.
I don't have...
So...
I don't know how much money I have. I don't
Count it!
remember to roll for it.
You guys all have 50 gold apiece.
Oh, shit. That's more than I thought I had.
Yeah.
We have
Gotta write that
gold.
down.
You guys are level 3. You did something.
Cool.
You sure?
Alright. So
From the
Granny's
last
gonna lean
job.
over to this tiefling guy and she says, we're gonna take the job. We just gotta know where to go.
Yeah.
Well...
Do we go down the road in a wagon and wait for them to kind of attack us and then maybe take us to where the guy could be? Because I think that's a great idea.
I mean, that's a good
It
plan,
sounds
but
like a plan.
you don't have a wagon?
Do I
I was
have a
gonna say,
wagon?
that sounds expensive.
He'll kind of lean over your head, Granny Lock, and he'll yell, Slosh! Slosh! I need my wagon back! And Slosh will be like, I got a date tonight, man!
Sure, honey.
I do! She's from Moonshay. You've probably never met her. She's definitely a model, though.
And she's totally real, huh?
Yeah. She's definitely real.
I bet she's real pretty.
She is.
Barry's gonna walk
Real and pretty and real pretty. All those three things.
You're like 16, man.
Barry's taking Slush over to a table separately in a corner where he can just sit, and I'm gonna look at him in the eyes and put hands on his shoulders and be like, you're in denial, and if you just stop being such a waste of space and a dick, maybe you'd actually get a crush and a date. Alright? Now give us the one.
Sassy's like, that's not how you make friends, Barry!
Granny's gonna like tap her staff in agreement. Like, yeah.
You have devastated Slosh. He thought this was working, this whole whatever he has going on. Yeah, no. He just starts crying and talking about how he is a waste of space, and if he just moved out of his mom's basement, like...
Bring it in, baby.
Stop.
We're bringing out the granny candy.
Yeah.
She's gonna give him to him.
Thank you.
Like,
passed out, still
Slosh,
passed out.
it's okay,
Oh, yeah.
it's okay. So
You need
I'm going to carry Passed Out to the new table and put Passed Out down on the new table.
I needed you to...
So little tiny goblin carrying a full-grown dwarf.
Yeah, you see just kind of a dwarf bobbing behind you.
Sassy got a pat Slosh on the shoulders, and she's like, "It's all right. When we get back, I'll help you write a resume, and you can send that and get a better job, and then you don't have to live with your mom anymore."
It's okay. I'm
I
sure.
mean, she's my
once you just
stepmom,
start-
but it's close. I mean,
It's the same thing, really.
I mean,
I'm still holding him.
I heard the
He-
Guild of Guildsmen is hiring. Maybe I can get a job. I like guilds.
Yeah, you just keep your hopes high, and you be thinking about what you want to aim for. And when we get back, I'll help you write that
I'll
resume.
make a vision board
maybe-
while you guys are gone.
That sounds real good.
It's a
Yeah.
great idea. And just remember to treat women with respect, and maybe they won't think you're a cunt.
I mean,
That's a bad word, isn't it? I'm so sorry.
it's the Slosh.
Everything is going well.
Yeah, Slosh will kind of loudly snuffle and be like, "You guys are my best friends."
I know, honey.
Then who's this?
Oh, she's also my best friend, but she's not awake most of the time.
It's okay. It's okay. Neither am I.
It's fine.
It's okay, baby.
And he says the wagon's parked out back if you guys need it.
Stop. Oh, thank you so much. And she's just gonna give him a little kiss on the forehead. Like,
Oh, thank you.
here you go. Thank you.
Turn my life around.
And
You
she
guys will
goes and
see.
skips off.
You guys will see.
I'm so proud of you already.
Thank you.
We believe in you, dear.
So, do wagons have keys? I don't know a whole lot about them.
Well, it only has
Like,
keys if it
put
has
the
a
wagon
chain and it's
keys
tied
in
up
the
to
wagon
something.
ignition, and then you turn on the wagon engine.
No.
He'll hand you an apple, and he says, "You just feed this to Gary, and he'll go."
Gary.
Y'all, are we gonna be putting another horse in danger?
Yes.
No. We'll go rescue all of
Have you had horse? It's tasty.
How dare you?
Horses are precious, majestic creatures.
Also
You will not be
tasty.
eating Gary. Gary is not for eat, Tank.
Maybe
No,
not for eating.
no.
As all of this
Hey,
is
all
going
I'm
on,
saying is, if
behind
we
her-
get lost and you get desperate, you're going to be changing that opinion.
I'm gonna take the
I will
apple
eat you
and run
first,
outside
Hank.
and be like,
You
horsey!
can try.
as Granny is as all this is happening behind her, she's gonna take her tankard of ale, down it,
Mhm.
and then she's gonna slap a gold piece on the bar and be like, "So where are we going?"
The bartender will kind of nod at you and be like, "Respect." And Buzz will say, "All the caravans that have disappeared have just gone straight up the long road past Worthwood, and they usually don't make it to Red Larch. So Red Larch is about a
I
7
told you.
days journey."
Because now we actually know where we'll be going because they're gonna kidnap us. It's gonna be perfect, guys. You guys. And she grabs the apple and runs off and goes, horsey time.
Thank you for everything you've told us.
You
She's
got it,
gonna
baby.
reach into her
Oh, yeah,
robes. She's
okay,
gonna hand
it's
him
like,
a Werther's. Like, this is the quality Granny candy.
Yeah.
That's
And she's gonna hobble off,
Put
kind
it on
of dragging Ank behind her
No, not kind of dragging. Actually, dragging.
Just,
towards where Sassy, not Sassy, Barry ran off to.
Like, until that stops being fun and starts being uncomfortable, then he gets up and walks.
She doesn't mind. She's like, "Let's go. We're gonna go save this man's friend.
Sassy does one of those things where she
Please don't eat the horse."
Sassy makes one of those faces at Ank that's
I'm
exactly
making
like
promises.
siblings do behind their parents.
yeah.
She's just like, "Ugh." And then she walks out towards where Barry went.
Barry, you burst out into the back alleyway, and you see one cart parked back there. It doesn't have a horse, though. It has an ox strapped to it. And the ox has a little bell, and engraved on the bell it says, Gary.
Oh, well, Gary's just a big old dangle boy.
Also tasty. I'll take ox.
I'm.
No!
Oh,
Maybe.
and then
Stop trying to eat friends.
gives the
I am
apple.
not trying to eat them until I have to, and
No,
for
it's-
now
it's
we
fine,
don't
I
have
didn't
to.
wanna-
Well, don't
We
be
now
so
have more
pessimistic.
useful as mode of transportation than as a source of food. For now.
Anyway, then she notices the ox not being a horse. She goes, "Oh, I guess it's still cute," and feeds it the apple and just starts hugging it and like,
Gary.
Wait, didn't they say that is the key to make it go?
Gary starts walking as he is chewing on the apple.
Bye, cart.
This is the part where we say suboptimal.
Wait,
We're like suboptimal at this point.
There we go.
Wait, shit.
I mean, I'm not surprised that they didn't leave the parking brake on. The whole cart could have just rolled away.
Oh shit, I didn't get something for this.
I guess Sassy just runs and hops on the car.
Okay.
I
It's
assume
not
he's
going
not
too
moving
fast, so
enough
yeah,
that it's
you can-
like
I
a problem.
jump on the ox.
You get on the ox? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to jump on the ox.
Okay. Oh boy. Both of you make athletics or acrobatics checks.
Oh no!
Athletics is better.
Hang on, I gotta move my
Shit.
cat off my.
Oh my god,
character
guess who
sheet.
got the first
That
one?
is helpful. Is it me?
No!
Oh my god, no!
Guess who got the first 20?
Wait, did you get...
Okay. So,
This is the part where we say suboptimal.
okay.
Guys,
Cool, so we both just fall over.
we're
Yeah.
actually, like, dude, we're both Pascal Tieflings. We are sisters in our failures.
So, Barry, you start kind of jogging next to the ox,
Well, no one cares about
and
me.
you kind of start hopping, and you're like, I'm gonna definitely do this, and then you kind of just fall over sideways and hit the yoke connecting the ox to the cart.
Oh,
And Sassy, you are running along the
where
other
is that
side,
thing?
and you see Barry do that, and then you just trip and fall over a rock. Distracted by your new friends. I mean, she's on the card technically, but you don't think that's what she meant to do.
Perfect. Great.
And we're just watching.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out
She's
that's my
just kinda
first
like-
roll of the game, and it's a natural one, so this is gonna be great.
You can only go up
Time
from
for
here.
the game.
I'm just like, bye, guys.
Like, Grace just kind of like standing there, like holding on to Ank with like her jaw kind of askew, like, okay. For the record, she is also going to attempt to climb onto the
Can I, like,
onto the
try
cart, or can I?
to stop or something?
Yeah, can I try to get the ox to stop?
Yeah,
There be
I
a
feel
way
like
to do
after
that?
Sassy falls, she's gonna go try to hit the ox to just slow down and
She's
stop.
just gonna yell face first that are, stop! Please stop!
If you guys want to try and make the ox stop, give me animal handling checks, please.
Right.
So my second roll went better.
Hey!
So that would be what is animal handling? Is it? Do I
It's
add?
wisdom.
It's a wisdom.
Whatever you want it to be.
It's wisdom.
Okay, so that would be a 24 total.
Or instead of whatever you want it to be, it's a d20 roll plus your wisdom.
Not
So-
with that attitude.
You kind of trip, and your noodle keeps flying and looks back at you like, "Come on, man!" Like, and you pop back up and you just start running real fast, and you get in front of the ox and you do like some ox whisperer nonsense. You put your hand out, and the ox is like, "Yeah," and just stops.
This is like some How to Train Your Dragon stuff. Like,
Yeah.
reaching out.
Yes.
With your feelings.
No, she does
Emotions.
the whole like the Jurassic Park like in front of the Velociraptor.
Oh yeah. So many movie references that could apply to this.
And the ox just kind of slowly stops right in front of you, and like its horn touches your hand, and it just kind of
This is it.
spits out the apple core and looks at you.
Now we need another apple. Great.
I'm gonna try and untangle myself.
Okay.
From the egg. That I thought it was.
Now that the cart has stopped moving, you can kind of just pull yourself up and back
Okay.
onto the cart or the ox, whichever you would prefer.
I want to sit on the ox.
Okay.
Because he's gonna be my best friend. Please.
Your invisible friend was kind of like, "Really, man?" We're just saying it now.
No, you know I love you too, honey. You know, I just want to make loads of the best friend. Like every friend can be a best friend if they're.
That's not how
I'm
best
sorry,
works.
And I'm just gonna hug her. I'm just like, I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, Sassy to Gary is just like, it's alright, just let her ride you for now, and then I promise we'll get you some real nice, tasty treats. Just, let's get through this together.
I start braiding my sweet friend's hair.
Okay.
The ox.
I'm
Just
just
the ox have
Invisible
hair?
braiding. No.
No, her invisible familiar friend.
so this entire time that Ank and Granny have been standing there, it's just when she starts talking to her invisible friend, I'm just gonna be like, do you see what's?
Just go with it, dear. Just go with it.
We all don't see it, right? I mean, let's just establish that.
You're my sweet friend. You're my best.
Now she's hugging nothing.
Oh, maybe there's something there. I don't know.
There's obviously nothing there. Do you see anything there?
I'm just gonna ask her if she has to be invisible. I'm like, do you need to be invisible?
Whenever you want.
Oh, so maybe she's invisible.
I don't have to be invisible if you don't want me.
She is.
Wait, sorry.
Cat attack.
Sorry.
She'll say to you, via your head connection thing, she says, I'll do whatever you want. If you don't want me to be invisible, I won't be invisible.
Oh, you know what's a good idea? Maybe if you pop out as your kitty form, then people won't be so weirded out.
Okay. And just kind of like in a puff of sparkles and like a pink cloud, a little cat flops onto Barry's lap.
It's a white cat with pink eyes.
Okay. It's a white cat with pink eyes.
Cutest, pinkest paws. Paw.
As soon as that little puff happens, Granny's gonna be like, oh!
And I'm gonna
Yes,
hug
okay.
She was not expecting that.
On one hand, out of character, adorable cat. On the other hand, in character, cat!
Y'all were being attacked by a fabulous cat!
I'm hugging her.
Am I allowed to eat the cat?
No.
Frank, stop!
I'm hungry.
She
Eat
just says no.
your own
drops
arm.
the cat onto the ox and grabs about both her circles and was like, no.
Okay.
Okay. And puts him back and then continues cuddling her cat.
Oxen's still not literally on the plate, but on the plate is a maybe. The cat's a hard no. Okay.
It's all a hard no!
We're establishing boundaries. It's good.
You
Eat
have
some rock.
to
Did the cat just talk?
Did the cat talk or was that the DM talking?
The cat said that.
Out loud?
Did that cat just talk?
Yeah, out loud. I think it speaks common.
Much harder no on eating the cat.
No talking?
Yeah, please.
Meow.
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 So, just by looking at this ox, does Granny think that we'll need another apple to get it going again?
Oh, the ox! Oh.
I am the Ox Whisperer!
You think with Sassy's
I am the ox man.
very impressive
Pikachu.
ox handling etude, that she might be able to coerce it into going again. An apple would help, and it would just start walking, but if Sassy makes another animal handling check, pretty sure you can get it moseying. It's not going anywhere fast.
Granny's just gonna leave this to Sassy, and she's gonna like just old lady climb to the front of the cart, like where the driver would sit, and she's gonna like sit there expectantly, like waiting for it to go.
Okay.
So wait, if I'm making the ox go, does that mean I need to ride the ox? Or
No, if you get up onto the cart, you can use an animal handling check from there
Once
to kind of get it
everybody's
to...
on the cart, I'm just gonna smack the ox's ass.
Yeah, it scrambles up onto the cart. I do not want to be dragged behind a cart.
No, that's how goblins get hurt.
Very much.
Yeah.
Those wagon wheels are big and we're small.
Yeah.
So, does the smacking of the ass work?
The smacking, well, it's an ox,
And
not
what
an
are
ass.
you trying to get it
No,
for?
No, the ass of the axe.
it kind of, Gary moans, and then slowly starts to trudge forward.
I guess he liked it.
Oh my god.
It's my ox.
I'm riding the ox happily, petting Neffy, my kitty.
Alright, so is everybody in the cart
Yeah.
safely secured now?
I
Then
believe
I'm gonna
everyone
get-
got in, right? Yeah.
Seriously?
Check.
Alright, so I rolled a 9 for my animal handling check.
It's a good thing I smacked her off.
Yeah,
Bad
it-
roll.
Gary is. You guys get to the end of the alleyway,
Fast.
and Gary is not stopping for traffic or anything. He's just walking.
Good.
I like this ox.
That gives us better.
Are there like any raids to steer this
There
thing?
are,
Does this thing
yeah.
have?
So are there like people in front of us that just have to like jump out of the way?
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Water Davian drivers.
I want to cast like mage.
Sassy's like, please, I'm sorry.
Just as a gesture, so people can see the hand in front, so they need to know to move out the way.
So you're like directing traffic from the top of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. Gary's very special, and he just needs to go straight through. So if you just make way for Gary,
Or don't and get run over by a cart. Your choice, really.
for everyone's safety, please back away from the Gary.
Bye, guys. Bye.
And as you guys are saying this, you are going like upwards of 1 mile an hour. Like Gary is just the slowest little ox, and you know people aren't so much getting out of the way as being gently shoved aside by Gary as he's just kind of meandering his way.
So we're like a
Down the
suboptimal parade at this point.
Like the world's
I mean, if
worst
we're a
parade.
parade, Grady's just gonna start throwing candies out of her.
I get out and push.
Can I also start using prestidigitation to make little fireworks?
Okay.
I get out and push.
Oh man, it's a literal fireworks parade. I like neither of those things. It's fine. Yeah. So you guys,
throwing beaded necklaces.
yeah.
Mardi Gras.
Candies are hitting passersby in the head. Come on, really? Beads are
Noodle's
smacking
just
them.
doing tricks in the air.
You're welcome.
Hank, you've gotten out and started to push, and the cart kind of hits Gary once or twice, and he's like, "Meh," and starts going a little faster.
Wait, does the goblin get dragged?
I assume the
Depends.
goblin.
Is someone still holding the leash?
Oh no.
Yes.
Then the goblin probably
Grady's,
gets
like,
dragged
kinda
if the ox starts going faster than the goblin. But I don't know if this ox can do that.
He's not super. You have enough time that, and you can use the kind of the leash as like a to help you climb up. He is accelerating to 2 miles an hour, so you have enough time to pull yourself up
I'm
there.
gonna zoom back and be like, you're doing so well.
Oh no, I push until we hit at least 5.
Okay. He goes 0 to 5 in 7 to 10 rounds. So
Don't worry, guys. That's only like a minute.
Yeah. little goblin pushing this cart. I assume making rude gestures at passersby.
Oh, of course.
Which Sassy doesn't see, or she'd reprimand him.
Well, I mean, the cart's about here. Ankh can reach to about up here. So, yeah, you're not going to see them.
You're not really pushing it so much as like hopping up to try and.
Like slapping it.
Yeah.
Hop up, smack it with a hammer.
There you go.
Just keeps
By the end of it, the
kinda
back
jutting
of the back of the
forward.
cart's just decimated.
That's what you do.
It's not my cart. I don't care.
We're not getting the deposit back on this cart.
We didn't pay one.
Good point. We also didn't agree on any reward. We're just kind of doing this job.
They were so.
I mean, I have nothing
Reward
better going on.
Was
Yeah,
there?
they're
Do that. Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, what? Someone ask a question? I missed it.
Oh yeah, Barry's like calling back at them. Is like, wait, are we getting paid for this? Because this is really boring.
Oh, trust me, dear, we're getting paid for this.
Okay. And she's now I don't know, what can she do to decorate the ox? Oh, prestidigitation paint, and she's gonna start making cutie marks on the side of the ox.
Okay. Poor Gary.
Oh my god, it's like My Little Oxen.
Roll for Gary's special talent.
Oh, performance for my art. I am a good artist. I rolled a natural 13, and that's gotta be more than that. Performance is charisma, isn't it? I got plus.
Performance is charisma.
I got a 16 on my cutie mark.
Okay. You draw a very nice little flower, a cute little kitten head.
Oh.
You give him like a crown of hearts around his horns.
Sassy's like, well, Gary, you do look fabulous now.
He does. He's a drag queen now.
Oh, honey.
So it takes you way longer than it should, but you get up to speed. You kind of round a corner and you start heading out of town. You pass the outside gate, the north gate. Go through the nice part of town where people are staring at you because you have a painted ox, and are dragging a cart that the back end is all smashed in. Don't worry about it. And the back wheels, I imagine, are kind of wobbling at this point. So you get out onto the long road and you start heading north. And night is starting to fall. Do you guys want to... How do you want to do this? Do you want to travel through the night? Do you want to take
Barry's
rest?
just gonna like kind of curl up with her kitty as a like kind of kitty like with her kitty Isabelle on top of the ox and just.
I mean, how is Gary doing? Does he need rest?
Gary would probably like some rest and some grass.
So let's give Gary a break.
Grass.
Yeah, let's steer him off the road.
Okay.
When we are out of town, I'm just gonna look at the leash, look at Granny, grab the leash, and pull it out of her hands.
Can I hold on to it?
You can try.
Yeah. Contested
Right.
strength rolls, yeah.
This is gonna go great for me. Where? Oh, there it is.
I've been waiting for this.
Oh.
Oh God, my rolls are terrible today.
Oh,
I rolled a 19.
okay, yeah.
Oh.
That's
Yeah, I
strong
know
little
that
goblin.
Four to that. That's 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ripping out of her hands.
Like, before you even kind of grab onto it, it's already clutched to his chest, and he's
Great.
kind of puts it in his bag, or
She's
however he
gonna look
puts it
at
around his
him
neck.
like kind of threateningly, but she's not gonna like as if to say like the minute we get back into populated area, I get that thing back. But she's not gonna like try and take it from him.
Of course you do. This was my idea.
Wait, no, I'm asleep.
I think it's gonna be fine. I think free range Ank is probably a happier Ank.
Yes.
Okay. What?
I also get distracted less when I'm not in towns.
Less around to distract you, yeah. What watch order would you guys like?
Granny will take first watch.
Okay.
Barry is asleep.
Sassy will volunteer for whatever slot. Wherever y'all need me.
Hank will take second and will spin his watch equal parts keeping watch and possibly drawing on Barry's face.
Granny
With
is
some
going
charcoal.
to like find the nearest rock. She's gonna like settle herself down on top of it, like hanging on her staff. Like it's very Studio Ghibli-esque.
Okay.
She's
Beautiful.
she's gonna start like meditating.
I'll have you know.
Be right back. I'm writing that script.
Flipping a beautifully painted ox with her perfect, like, fairy kitty is very Studio Ghibli.
Also, remind me how long prestidigitation lasts. I believe it's up to an hour.
Not long enough for the paint to still be there.
You're gonna have to-
Long enough for you to keep repainting the ox every hour until you fall asleep and wake up to an unpainted ox.
Yeah, she's asleep now, so I mean.
Okay.
So
It's like, so anyways.
no, just I
Do
need
you
to
guys
point this
stop
out
being
because
weird?
chat figured this out and it's hilarious. Whenever Granny says I'm not mad and disappointed, you take 2d4 psychic damage.
Yeah.
That's your special attack.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. Can we make that canon now? DM, will you allow? Will you allow?
We'll talk about what Granny Stare can do to people.
Alright.
Okay. all the watches pass by uneventfully, except for whatever antics you all get up to, painting the ox, painting your party members.
Please don't do that to Barry. She'll cry.
Oh, I do.
Well, there's no mirror.
I feel like Sassy's just gonna give Ank like granola bars or something to keep him from getting hungry, so he doesn't try to eat any animals.
I'm defenseless. I can't do anything about this pain.
I know, it's great.
I'm gonna cry when I wake up. I'll have you know.
If you notice, someone will have to tell you, and I don't think any of us carry mirrors, so you can't find a reflection.
I mean,
Tell me the kitty. Wait. Would Neffy?
Actually, yeah, does it sleep?
Would Neffy allow this? I think she sleeps, but I don't. She's not a heavy sleeper like me. She protect me.
I think they still sleep.
Yeah, I think they sleep.
I have to double check. I'm pretty sure they do.
So,
But they, I mean, it.
D&D, do imps sleep?
Yeah.
Google. D&D.
I think they can. I don't know if they need to.
It's not in their stat block or anything, and familiars are
I mean-
weird, but they're not that weird. And that might be in the find familiar spell description. Anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, when you wait, it's up to the rest of the party if they tell you that you have charcoal all over your face. I mean, it's just charcoal; it will wipe off.
It's the principle.
I am also probably going to try to set up, because I have a hunter's trap, I'll just set it up overnight, see if I can catch a rabbit or something.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Wait.
Yeah, no, I'm not messing with the party with a trap. No.
When Gritty sees that there's charcoal all over Barry's face, she's gonna she's not gonna say anything. She's gonna lick her thumb and then start going at it on her face.
Well,
Like Sassy's
That is
just
the
like
best reaction I could have gotten.
well, if Barry's asleep, she's just like, hey, you don't lick me. No,
She's not being gentle about it either. She's just got something on your face.
Sassy just like sidles into anger. She's like, "Look, your artistic expression is important, but maybe next time we'll get you some paper or parchment, whatever they have."
Staring you dead in the eye, bites into uncooked rabbit whose neck he snapped.
They're going full Gollum on this, okay?
Have you know that was fish?
It was a fish, yes.
I will
Although
hold you to that.
they
And he
ate
doesn't like
rabbit at some point.
potatoes.
No, he does not. They grow on the ground, gross.
He lives underground. It's too close to home.
And also, every granola bar you threw Ankh to try to keep him busy was just like, yes, thank you. As soon as you turned around.
They're not good.
And they're just hitting Barry in the
They're,
head. while
they're
he's-
not good, and goblins are pretty much carnivores.
Wait, are we close to like the ocean at all?
The ocean is a bit... It not close. I mean, it's... Waterdeep is on the
Like-
ocean, but you've kind of walked a day away from Waterdeep.
I feel like if he's tossing granola bars behind just like a flock of seagulls, they're gonna be like following us now.
Probably. Yeah, there are probably pigeons and ravens, but yeah. Although, did you get the granola bars in Red Larch by any chance?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah. They're called Red Larch crumble cakes, and they're essentially made of sawdust. So the pigeons eat like two, and they're like, nah. And they just kind of fly away.
Okay.
No, they don't like explode or anything.
I was like,
I'm not
don't
a
hurt
monster.
the pigeons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's so
I'll
bad.
That's
give you a
fair.
couple weeks. Session 1 is always fun and games until
Don't worry
things
about
get
it.
real.
Okay.
Session fun is always fun in games unless you start in Ravenloft.
So
Not even in Barovia, in Ravenloft. That would be rough.
the you guys start on your day again. You pass a couple other caravans coming down the long road. They don't seem to be they haven't complained about any troubles. One of them did say that there is a toll that you might get charged. It's better to just let them take the money. But,
That does not sound like an official junction.
well,
No, it doesn't.
in that he had a crossbow, and I officially did not want to die. Yeah.
How does he feel about hammers?
I mean, they're probably...
Is Barry awake yet? I can't remember if this is morning yet.
This is morning, yes, you are, yes.
Cool, great. Sorry, I zoned out.
So you had about half a day, and there is a makeshift barricade you can see up ahead. And a human kind of jumps up on top of a barrel, and he, like, does some, like, really stupid, like... It's like... It's 10 gold apiece to pass, or else we kill you.
Barry doesn't flinch, brings out both her sickles, stares him down demonically, and Neffy turns into a bat to be scary.
He'll look down at his compatriot, who will shrug and go, and the...
Come on, let her roll an intimidation check.
The human will be like...
I'm rolling anyway.
Okay.
Give me that thought.
I rolled a
Something
2.
also I help?
Oh no.
I'm helping her,
Okay.
does she get advantage?
You get advantage, Holly.
Great. I rolled a 2.
No!
Again?
Okay, right. It rolled onto something else, so can I re-roll it? Because I didn't technically... It hit something.
Did the die land on its side?
I think if it's not cracked, it's still a roll. Sorry.
Welcome to
but,
Homebrew.
But pulling out your your sickles, the human looks down. His friend goes like that, and he says, 5 gold apiece.
Okay, so
I got a discount, y'all.
Granny is gonna like
I'm getting
scoot
coupons.
closer to him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna be like, "Look, we don't want any trouble, but there is a reason that I have this goblin on a leash, and if I were to let him off, let's just say that you would get to see the color of your own blood."
Y'all, he's real hungry. He tries to eat everything. I would not want him off the leash.
Spoilers, it's red.
I haven't tried people yet. I hear it's really good.
The guy will kind of look down off the top of the barricade.
Also,
And
question: what did you do to the astronomer?
What?
There was an astronomer. There was a guy, caravans, stuff. He's vanished. We assumed it was you.
He'll
Did I get to
say,
tell you yet?
oh, I mean, we just set up shop yesterday.
Ugh.
False
alarm, guys. Come on, let's go.
No, you gotta pay us,
Y'all
though.
are so noticed. Are you
Does
sure this is the
barricade have
business you want to
anything
get
like-
into?
Turns back his like sickles.
Resembling a gate on it.
No, it's like 3 barrels and a couple boxes just in the middle.
Okay,
of
I hit it as hard as I can with the hammer.
Okay. Oh, man, that took us like 25 minutes. Roll initiative.
I threatened him with this.
I told you, he's
shit.
hungry.
Man, I rolled.
Please let this be a better roll than all of the other ones I've made today. Of course.
My dexterity, I think it's
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I got
Is that a 1, Jay?
That's a 1.
Welcome
I rolled
to
a 2. Hey,
11.
I'm banishing this d20. It has given me nothing but terrible rolls
Look
today.
at my pretty dice there. Look how pretty.
I like that.
It's very pretty.
Okay, Sassy got a 20. Who got lower than a 20?
I got a 2.
Me.
I got a 2.
11.
11? Okay.
Everyone.
Yeah, I was normal for once. Yes, normality.
Cat, no.
And what's your dexterity, Ank?
+1. 12.
Okay, so the 2 of you are going at the same time. Okay. So, you can see there is a guy on top of the barricade. He's talking to his friend who's sitting behind it. And 2 other guys stand up from the side who were, like, sitting under a tree. And so there's 4 bad guys total. Sassy, you get to go first.
Cool. Sorry,
I'm
my
just
cat's
glad I know
attacking
one of your
my
other
sheep.
NPCs rolled a 1.
Yeah, so she's gonna pull out her 2 short swords.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the closest one to her?
The guy who was talking.
Yeah, so she's gonna definitely head to attack him.
Okay.
So, what is that? That's a D. Is it a D20 plus?
So it's a D20 plus your proficiency plus Dex or Strength, whichever's higher, which I think is your Dex. So if you're using the app, it should be in a plus attack bonus. I think your plus attack is 3.
So that's a 15 to
Short
hit.
swords are...
Do I attack twice? Do I do that both at the same time, or because I'm dual wielding?
So you're dual wielding. So yeah, you can do it a couple different ways. When you use your action to attack, you attack with your main hand weapon. Then you can use your bonus action, if you don't use it for anything else, to attack with your offhand weapon. Okay. And you took the 2-weapon fighting style?
Yes.
So you get to add your dex to both attacks. So, for damage.
So it's 15 for the first one.
15 is a hit.
Okay. So that is going to be 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
Mm.
And your second attack?
For my second attack, that's a 26 to hit. I'm assuming that's 16.
Yeah. Wait, 26 to hit?
Yeah, because it's dexterity plus proficiency bonus plus the attack bonus, right?
No, it's just your attack bonus is your proficiency and your dex. So.
Oh, okay. So it's just the attack bonus.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, so that's still a 22.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 19. So. Okay. So that's going to be 4 piercing damage.
Okay. The guy kind of reels back, and he's like, "You stabbed me!
Were you a real mean?
I just wanted your money. I don't think that's unreasonable."
Well, I like my money. I need my money to pay for things.
You also threatened to kill us, so...
I feel like that was taken out of context.
Working for your
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to
I definitely heard killing
maybe
us.
go find a better profession that doesn't prey on innocent travelers, then maybe, I won't stab you again.
Stabbed me. Barry,
Yeah.
you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna... how many are there?
There are 4 total.
Alright, well, I'm gonna turn to whatever one's next to the guy who was threatening us. I'm gonna... You evil. Are you evil?
Me?
Threatening him with my sickles. Yeah. Yeah, you. You evil.
Just trying to make a living, ma'am.
By threatening innocent travelers, that sounds pretty evil to me.
Yeah, that's not...
It is at least morally ambiguous.
Maybe a little gray, but gray tilting on the side of whichever color is most evil, I don't know.
Unless you have a sick child at home.
And only that. That is apparently the one qualifier that makes robbing caravans
I'm
good.
gonna, mentally ask Neffy, do you think he's evil?
She'll say, I mean, he did try and rob us, and that's really rude, so probably.
Alright. I'm gonna slash at his arm with my first sickle, and then his leg, his thigh with my other one.
Okay.
I don't have dual wielding, so it's slightly different.
Mm-hmm. So, you still get to make 2 attacks, but your second attack you don't add your strength bonus to. The damage, sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was that. Oh, fuck me. There we go. Okay, the first is a 21.
Yep. Hit.
And the second one is not as good. Is an 11.
An 11 still hits.
Oh, sweet.
These guys suck.
Neat.
Soft targets.
So the arm attack is... Fuck. 3.
Okay.
And the leg attack is 1. I rolled 2 1s. This isn't my day.
Okay.
Yay! Woo! Attack.
Um,
Slashy slash.
so
Well, now you at least are definitely scaring him.
yeah, the guy will kind of clutch at his arm, and he'll pull out like a cudgel, and he'll kind of swing it at you twice.
Try it.
16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So both.
He's
Her AC
succeeded.
isn't great. Wait, shit. Would it be a bonus action to use mage armor for free? Because I have a free mage armor thing.
No, but because you get it for free, I just assume you cast it every day.
Yeah, in which case I have mage armor, in which case I'm a 16.
So
Yeah.
they still hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, wait.
But yeah. Okay, so he hits you twice with his cudgel, and he does 8 bludgeoning damage total.
Don't. I'm like, fuck. Dude, rude.
Attacked me first.
Yeah,
This is, like, in a backwards way, the most civil fight I've ever been involved in.
Deal with it. Granny, a crossbow bolt whizzes past your head.
Yeah! She's gonna look at it annoyed, like, excuse you?
Rude.
Exactly.
Very rude.
Ank, a crossbow bolt comes at you, and he rolls a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Glad at least one of us isn't a soft target.
It was 16. I tried.
And a crossbow bolt comes at you, Sassy, and he rolls a natural 20. So
Oh shit.
it kind of hits you dead center, and you're like, what, really? And you take 10 piercing damage.
Oof.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Am I right in saying that my little bat buddy can't attack unless I forego an action, right?
Right, so it can,
Yeah.
other than
Just
that, it
checking.
can use the help action, which is very, very, very good. Oh,
Sorry, what was that? You cut out.
oh, sorry. When the thing familiars can do, that at least I've seen them do the most, is they use the help action, and the help action is real good. It gives someone advantage on their next attack roll, or
Awesome.
skill, or whatever. And actually,
Sorry. I
um,
provide a lot of information. So.
no problem. And who do you want your familiar to bother?
Oh, I was just checking if I could.
You can. Well, you can. And I actually should have had her go on your turn, but...
Oh, okay. Oh, right. I thought I had to, like, give up my action entirely so she could attack.
Only... Okay, so if she wants to attack, you have to give up her
Sorry.
action. No, it's no problem. If she wants to use the attack action, you have to give up your attack, but she still gets her own action to do. It's just the thing she can do with it is the help action.
Okay.
So, quick question. We don't have to go back to my turn or anything, but was Noodle supposed to go when I went?
Oh boy, I forgot to look up how Beastmasters work. I think Beastmasters...
We're so prepared, you guys. Like, we're so ready for this.
I think Beastmasters... Ah, crap. Let me just look it up.
We're professional.
Find out.
I've seen it work either way, where it either goes on your turn after you, or you can roll for its initiative
Hey, chat.
on its own. Most games I've seen it where your animal companion or your familiar goes after you, so it's just less initiatives to keep track of.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
on the stream.
That would make sense. I mean,
Let's see.
because Noodle does what I tell him to do. Probably poorly, but he does it.
But he does it adorably, and that's what matters.
Noodle is best snake.
Okay, so
Cute snake.
He can fly. I've never seen a snake do that before.
yeah,
Good
it's very
sneaky
impressive.
boy.
Okay,
Yes.
so
He's also very pretty.
Sassy,
Yes.
same deal pretty much. You can move. It can move on your turn, no problem. If you want it to take an action, you have to give up your action until you have 2 attacks,
Okay.
and then you can attack and it can attack.
Okay.
So for the most part, especially right now, it's better for you to attack.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to check because I totally forgot Noodle was hanging out, so he's just like hissing over my shoulder.
Okay.
Being the fiercest Noodle.
I have Hellish Rebuke.
Would you like to punish that guy?
I would have liked to have rebuked hellishly, but could it be in a pink hellfire?
Sure.
Yay!
What's your spell save
I point
DC?
at him and point at him and go, spell save DC.
Mostly pink with just like little tinges of like neon teal blue.
Yes, and like sparkles. I didn't check. I didn't calculate my save DC. It's,
Cute and painful.
Yeah. It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your modifier, right?
Yes.
That's 13. 16. Wait, 13.
Six,
Yeah.
13. Okay. He will
know it.
fail his dex check.
Yay.
So how much damage does he take?
I don't know. I forgot that I had Hellish Rebuke. I didn't prepare it. Thank you, chat. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Oh no. Oh no. No, that's resistance. Fuck off. Sorry. Again, we're professionals and we're very prepared.
We're
it
extra
says-
optimal.
2d10 fire damage.
2d10.
For Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah.
That's nuts. I'm gonna roll my percentile with it just to feel fancy. I rolled a 7 and a 4.
Okay. That guy doesn't look so good.
Awesome. Is he flaming?
He is on fire. Okay. Ankle biter.
Awesome. Who shot at me?
One of the guys at the tree kind of sheepishly looks down at his crossbow like, I can't believe I didn't hit the goblin. It wasn't. It was definitely...
How far away is that tree?
Fred. 25 feet.
Ooh.
You
Actually,
get him, Hank.
Alright.
He's real mean.
I apparently I have to do 1 extra d10 because I cast it as a second level spell.
Okay.
As the Tiefling ability, so I get 1 more d10 of damage. Sorry. I swear I know what I'm doing. That was a 7.
Okay. The first thug is dead.
Woo! I smited him with my hellfire, guys!
If you had just been nice.
Evil smiting hellfire, yes.
Oops.
I'm friends with you.
Cat!
It's fine.
Hi, Cat.
Kitty!
Cat
You're very
times 2.
helpful.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Oh, good boy. Okay.
My cat is literally like parked on top of my stuff. Like, let me see if I can show you guys.
Aw.
You're very helpful.
She's just like, this is where I belong.
All of this stuff looks important.
Give her the
I
dice,
must
let her
lay on
roll.
it because I am more important.
I've got bite marks in my character sheet now because you keep chewing on it.
Perfect.
Cute.
Okay.
My
Sorry. Ank, you get to attack one of the thugs.
So, just gonna watch the crossbow bolt go by. Look at that guy. Kind of twitch. Maybe start foaming at the mouth a little bit.
Honey.
And then just bolt for this guy with the hammer and just like swinging for the fences on his kneecaps with
Okay.
This kid messed
And it's like, ooh, you done it now.
Honey. Mm-hmm.
She's like, get him, Hank! Get him!
I thought you said Hank. I was like, what? What movie is that?
it. Is a... That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Yes, Queen.
Is 2d6.
Ooh.
One of them tumbled and I got to re-roll it, which was nice because it was a 1, and then I got to re-roll it again and it was still 1.
Wow. That's always a bummer.
No, it's the best when you have to reroll a dice and you got advantage and you roll 2 2s.
Extra optimal.
I'm not just suboptimal, I'm like
So that's
worse.
14 damage
Like,
because I hit him and I'm raging, but I'm also going to use my Fury of the Small for the day to deal another 3 damage on top of that.
What is Fury of the Small?
I love goblins. Okay.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
Okay.
Honey.
So that was
This guy had knees.
17
Had.
damage total? Okay. So you're bringing your hammer across, and it's like it cuts to like an X-ray, and yet you just see his kneecap shatter, and he just starts screaming because this goblin just charged him out of nowhere, and it's a goblin. It shouldn't be able to do this, and he is just screaming bloody murder. And it's Granny's turn. You let your goblin loose.
First up, Gritty is going to like raise her staff to Egg like in like appreciation and like pride.
Is releasing the goblin technically a bonus action?
Release the goblin.
That's what I'm gonna say when I rage from now on. Release the goblin.
You're welcome.
Release the goblin!
Alright. How close are these thugs to me?
No more than 30 feet away.
How many of them are within 15?
Like the most you can get within 15
Yeah.
is 2.
Do I still
Okay,
have
that's
a
fine.
clap coming?
And like the other one is like just got his knees blown out by Ank, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'll let him handle that.
Okay.
So Gritty is gonna look around like she's just annoyed. Like this is a mild inconvenience in her day. And just like not even getting up, just still sitting on the cart, she's gonna tap her staff and she's gonna cast a thunder wave.
Okay.
Jeez.
So they have to make con saves. Who?
Does that hit us?
No, no,
Right.
it won't hit any
Okay.
of your friends.
Granny brings
Oh,
the
shoot.
thunder.
One fell off the table. Ooh.
They don't roll higher than a 7, so.
Alright, yeah, that's not gonna make it.
Yeah.
So they take 10 damage.
Destroy.
What? Are they giving up? I think they're giving up. Sassy.
One
Is
of them
my
can
turn?
at least try.
So, who's closest to her now? Is she somebody within range?
Yeah, and anybody you want is within range. You can get.
Okay.
No one's more than 30 feet away.
Okay, so she's just gonna go to the next closest person and,
Okay.
and start hacking away with her short swords. So,
Huh?
so it's the attack bonus from the weapon
Yes.
plus my proficiency bonus.
No, sorry. So it's your attack bonus is your proficiency and your dexterity added together. So that should already
okay.
be. Sorry, I over-explained it earlier. I forgot.
Yes,
to do
no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So
I
it's
got
a
it.
d20
Okay,
plus your attack bonus.
so that is only an 8
And
for my
8
first swing.
misses as he kind of staggers back after being hit by a thunder wave. And he's like, he dodges by accident, and he's like, nailed it! What?
So what is it, like,
Completely on purpose.
her first swing is kind of like drunken, but like her second swing when she comes around with the other sword is like super on point because it rolled an 18, so it's a 21 to hit.
Yeah. So he
So
kind of
like
yeah, go ahead.
pulls around.
And he maybe like leans forward, like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Oh, right, she attacks twice.
And it'll do 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Damn.
You like what's right into the sword.
Yeah. Oh man, she's got 2 of those things. Really should have seen that coming. What?
Second sword, I forgot.
Second sword.
Barry.
Oh, hi. So I killed that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is nearest to me?
So there is the guy that Sassy is hacking up, and the dude who previously had a kneecap.
Okay.
Not
I'm
anymore.
gonna kind of like.
He's the
gesture
thug
kind
who formerly had a kneecap.
I'm pointing a sickle at each of them. Which one of you is more evil?
They will both point at each other.
One of them from on the ground.
Yeah. Definitely him. The Goblin! I mean, I can't play softball ever again.
Alright, great. So she drops a sickle and throws a dagger at one of them.
Okay.
I have that written down somewhere, what that does. That's my spells. Do you love scrolling? Throwing knife, that's a +2. So... That's a natural one.
Okay. It whiffs
Welcome home,
by
Rude.
the guy who formerly had a kneecap's head. He kind of keeps grabbing his knee and like kind of bending over, and you just time it poorly where he ducks inadvertently and the dagger flies.
He's on the ground. How'd you miss him?
You are very, very glad you didn't accidentally hit the goblin.
I am very, very glad I didn't accidentally. I look at Sassy after that and I'm like, remind me to go fetch that in a minute, and then I'm gonna throw... No, I can't do that. I have a bonus action.
You can throw a second dagger.
Will you let me do that as a bonus action?
It's a light weapon. You can do that, yeah.
Fuck yeah. I'm not... If I had a dice jail, that's where that would be going. Would I roll a 5?
Yeah, sorry.
Send me the die. Like, this one's a rawhide mallet, but I have meaner hammers if it needs the hammer.
Look how pretty and sparkly and pink it is.
That's true, but it's also a traitorous die.
Every sparkle is full of failure.
Okay, what would you like your familiar... I'm sorry, what is your familiar's name?
Neffy.
Neffy. That's easy to remember. Okay.
Neffy.
Who would you like your familiar to bother?
I'm just sad. I think she's... Can Berry, as a free action, just fall on her knees and sob a little?
Crying is a free action, yes.
Crying
There it is.
is a free
There it
action.
is.
But
The
I
chat
think
pointed
falling
that
to your
out
knees
earlier,
might
actually.
be a move action.
Yeah,
Can you try standing up?
Kneeling?
It's half your move to get to fall prone.
Can I ask my familiar to help me get down so I can cry a bit? No, I'm kidding.
The familiar just pushes on your head.
No, well, that's a waste of a turn.
But you tried, and that's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Neffy.
Okay.
I just really wanted to spice some evil.
But you got that first guy. You got him real good. Look, he's on fire
You're trying
still.
real hard, and doing your best is what matters.
You have such pretty fire.
Thank you.
It was
Don't worry,
real pretty.
dear. You will have many more opportunities to smite evil from this earth. We will make sure of that.
We'll save some evil for you next time.
Everyone else is talking, trying to comfort you after your 2 failed dagger throws. Ankh is just off in the distance making, like, snarling, rabid monster noises.
We wouldn't expect anything less.
Baron's just like, I've never felt so supported in my life. And just like points at the first one with the kneecap missing. I was like, Neffy, go bite it.
Okay. So, Ankh, the guy whose kneecap you smashed, drops his crossbow on your head, and does a 17 hit your armor class.
That ties it.
Okay, so, take 3 bludgeoning damage as he just is like, he needs both hands to wince now. And he drops his crossbow on his head. And then he's like, oh shit, sorry. Oh.
That's his turn.
That is his turn.
Language!
Sorry, ma'am.
Oh,
What?
he is in some trouble.
Okay.
Disappointed granny. Psychic damage.
Oh boy. Sassy.
Yes.
The guy you are fighting swings with his cudgel twice and misses.
No. Okay, good.
I mean, he rolled 2 1s, so.
Oh, good. No.
And, let's see.
I feel like she's critiquing his swings as she does it too. She's
Oh,
like,
that's
you need to
sloppy.
follow through better.
Sloppy.
Raise your arm.
Your grip is all wrong, and your stance is terrible. You need your weight centered.
Put your weight in your back leg before you take the swing.
And a crossbow bolt is fired so poorly, you don't even know who he was trying to hit.
Wait, is this from the dropped crossbow?
No, one guy still has his crossbow.
Oh, wait, there are 3 guys still?
There are 3 guys still.
Alright.
I thought there was only 2. Whoops.
Yeah, me too.
Well, one of them is about to die to the Goblin Barbarian. Hank, you have advantage on this attack.
Oh, good.
Because of Neffy.
Wait him!
So I rolled a 17 and an 18.
Okay. Both hits.
So the 2 crossbow guys, how close together are they, out of curiosity?
They're like 5 feet apart. They're standing pretty much next to each other.
Perfect.
I don't like that question.
I don't like that perfect.
I like it. It's great.
Another 17 damage.
Ooh, yeah, no. That guy no longer has a life, in addition to missing a kneecap.
So then I'm going to go into a frenzy, because I just got hit in the head with a crossbow, and take a bonus action to swing at the other one.
Okay.
And I roll a 1.
Okay. I mean, he's real scared of you, though, if that makes you feel any better. Okay. Granny Lock, there are 2 thugs left.
Ooh, okay. Let me just look something up real quick. Alright. So, Granny is going to use a bonus action. Now she's mad. Now she's mad that these things just start, like, the 2 that are left aren't dead yet. So, she's going to use a bonus action to cast Flame Blade.
Okay.
So just this big old fiery blade appears in this little old lady's hand. And she's going to go for the one that's closest to her.
Okay.
So is this just a attack roll or a magical roll?
Is you use for Flame Blade, you use your spell attack.
Good, because that is better than my normal attack. Okay, that is a 10.
10. Really, it's not like an 11.
I mean, it did kind of like.
Did you get a 10 total?
That is a 10 total. I mean, it did kind of like fall out of my hand, and I grabbed it. So, should I roll again?
Yes.
Again, Granny's still rusty. It's cobweb coming off.
Sorry.
We'll get back to
Yeah, 80 years in isolation.
Yeah.
She's not good with it anymore.
You kind of, you're trying to like figure out which hand to put your staff in, and you summon a flame blade, and the guy kind of does that, like pulls back, and you just miss him, and his beard gets all singed, and he's like, "Oh, I guess I didn't need that."
Now she's like mad.
Yeah,
she's gonna be like,
Sassy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep attacking. So I'm gonna go for the nearest one with my short swords again. 14 to hit.
14's a hit.
3 piercing damage.
Okay.
And my second swing is a 7 to hit.
7 is a miss.
Ah, beans.
Okay.
Beans.
Barry.
Hello. She's still sobbing a little.
Crying is a free action.
So she's gonna cast Sacred Flame on the one that's fighting Sassy.
Okay.
I think that's a cantrip.
It is.
It is a cantrip. I believe it does D8 damage.
It does. And
I used it recently.
he will miserably fail his save.
Awesome. That would be a 6.
Okay.
I thought it was a 9 for a second. And I'm like, wait, it's a D8.
Yeah.
Guys, I rolled a 9 on a D8.
You won Dungeons and Dragons. You guys did
That's
it.
so good.
Yay! Oh, that means everyone else has to stop playing, and now I'm sad.
This is good news. We won Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I know
is
people
there a
don't have to
prize?
devote their life to play.
This
Our
is
long match
Is the
Night
prize
over.
free books?
We're done now. I'm gonna just, I don't need to live anymore because I won it. So, like, I can just die. Just whatever.
We all
People
ascend
live
to
a
a
life.
higher plane of existence.
There you go.
It's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm just-
So you throw your hand up, and mystic radiant flames from your matron splash over the guy, and he just falls over dead. And
Dope.
the other guy drops his weapon. The last guy standing drops his weapons and starts just emptying his pockets for you guys.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, about time.
And then he'll kind of slowly back away, and if no one's going to stop him, he's going to start beelining in a random direction.
Was that the one that was in front of Granny?
Yes.
Can I trip him?
Sure.
I mean, he's running out of the way, and unless he's disengaging, that's an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
All right.
So you can either attack him with your...
I don't want to
Yeah.
kill him, so I'm not
Okay.
going to do it with my
Well,
flame
he's
blade. I'm just going to, try and trip him with my staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I got a better D20 because literally my other one is just giving me terrible rolls. So let's hope this does better. Nope!
Well, they don't have a very...
I don't know if you can read this with the...
Is that
Here
a...
is it.
One?
For me, man.
Is that
That's
one?
one! That's one!
Yay!
Granny.
We really are in honor of the broadcast because
I think we're actually
Send me that die.
for
I
sure.
can either get it with a hammer, a rotary tool, or a blowtorch. Your choice.
I think we're actually, if getting critical fails is a sign of doing well, as duplicating the waffle crit, I think we might be better right now. We're outdoing ourselves, guys. We really need
I'll go
to.
back
We
and
need
watch
more
the VOD and
pots.
just take a tally of how many...
Yeah.
We're not
So-
just skilled optimal, we're like subterranean
I've
optimal.
counted
Yeah,
it
Underdark
four. No, even further, it's just the old ones. From Cthulhu
Molten
bitches.
Core optimal.
Okay.
Dindar optimal.
Yeah, Tendar optimal.
No!
We have our dabbing goblin. Great.
Praise Denver!
Oh god.
Okay.
Barry, after, while she's tripping people, is gonna be like, "Hey, anyone need healing? Do you need hand? I got heals. I can.
Yes!
You want some heals?
Yes!
So,
Do you? What do
Was
you
that all of the people?
Yeah.
Don't we have one left?
no, that was the
Okay.
last guy. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, there's still
If you want to go get him, you can.
one more by me, though, isn't there?
No, he died.
Yeah,
No.
he's the guy who ran away.
Oh, no,
Oh, so
then he got hit. I at least took a swing at him as he
Okay,
was
you can
going.
take a swing at him. Yeah.
Alright. I'm still offering healing while you're fighting him. I'm like, I don't care. He's like, whatever. He wasn't that evil.
16 hit him.
Yep.
Neat. It's 11 damage to the back of his kneecaps as he's trying to run away.
Cool.
GG.
Yeah, he will hit the ground because he just smashed in the back of his kneecaps. And he'll kind of start to try and crawl away.
Neat. I walk up and I hit him again.
Okay, go ahead.
Ank, no! He's surrendered, clearly!
I'm gonna, point at Ank and be like, you look kind of evil. I can smite you.
Granny's just gonna
We
hold
should
out.
ask him
So I rolled a
questions!
2. So that one missed.
That one missed. You kind of hit right in between his legs. He kind of spreads them real fast. And you smash the ground.
So Gritty's
After
gonna
that,
hobble.
he has his hammer on the ground, realizes he misses, kind of looks at the guy, just is heavy breathing now, looking at him.
Gritty is
He does that for about, I don't know, 12 seconds, if I were to guess.
Okay.
Approximately 2 rounds.
Oh.
Are we still in initiative?
No, we're out.
Alright. So Gritty is just gonna kind of walk past Ank, grabbing his leash as she does so, and tying it off onto herself. And she's gonna
the leash is probably off by now and in a bag.
Sassy, how many points of healing would you like?
Well, I lost
How hurt are you?
10 health, so I'm down to 15.
I'll do 2.
As Barry's healing Sassy, Gritty's just gonna kind of like work her way down
You get 8.
to like
Okay.
to like squatting to where she's almost at eye level with the guy who's on the ground but not. And she's just gonna ask him like very politely, she's like, "We are looking for a man who was lost in a caravan about 10 days ago. And did you happen to see... Well, no, you've only been here for 2 days.
No, ma'am.
Well, that's just a shame." She's gonna, and then, not to like so much as damage him, but just to kind of like add insult to injury, she's just gonna kind of like hit him with the butt of her staff in his face.
Okay.
I remember he threw gold at the ground and I go run to pick it up.
I
Okay.
was gonna say, Mary also, when she's sure people are healed, she's gonna be like, "Ooh, shiny!
I have the same reaction.
Anything."
This is kind of like... Wait. Ah!
In the bag, you find 54 gold
Dang.
and 63 copper.
Does Barry manage to get any of this off of him? Or do I lose all of it?
Ooh, who was closer? Let's see.
I mean, I was standing next to him when he threw it.
Yeah, Ank was closer. So, I mean, depending on how careful Ank is with kind of grabbing the bag, and if he's shaking it at all, some of it might fall out, but I would not, I mean, if it were me, I would not wrestle with that goblin rage monster, but
No, I'm not particularly fond of it.
he's sharp and blunt at the same time. It's confusing. Okay. So, the thug on the ground will say, "I mean, I'll never rob anyone again, ma'am. I swear."
Yeah, well, you better not.
Mhm.
No more evil.
That's good. You turn over a new leaf.
Abandon this barricade,
Okay.
and if on our way back we see you here again, I will let the goblin loose on you.
I don't want that.
Again.
I didn't think you did.
And I will smite
Scram!
the evil. I will smite the evil.
Okay. Okay.
And this
Get
guy's
out of
had the
here!
worst
Just gonna
day.
keep hitting with this.
I feel like we're bullies, you know?
He tried to rob you guys.
We're bullies, but they're highwaymen, so fair
You
trade.
to go into theater.
Earlier.
He'll kind of get up and walk over to the barricade and like push over a crate and like look at you guys to see if that's okay.
I mean, I already broke the rest of the barricade,
Yeah.
so sure.
Sure.
And he'll just start running.
Run along now.
Okay, bye.
Go bloom into the beautiful flower that I know you can.
Begin soon.
Can you guys make perception checks for me, please?
Oh boy.
That's never good.
Oh no! Off the table. Crap.
So to answer your question,
Oh,
if
man,
I can make a
guys.
perception check, no,
So
no, I
that's a
cannot.
16.
16,
I got a 15.
15.
8. Don't think I've rolled above a 10 this entire
Oh,
session.
man.
Time for new dice.
Okay.
Time for new dice.
Where?
Send me that one at this point. It deserves the blowtorch.
Yeah.
I will send you video.
Okay.
You were really into this blowtorch, huh?
I like my tools and I like making things. That's so wrong.
I like fire.
That too.
Okay. Pink Tiefling Sisters. You
Yes.
both see, seemingly out of nowhere, it's the middle of the day, mist starts to roll down the long road.
No,
And
Barovia.
engulfs
No.
in all
Almost at the same time. Nope.
and starts coming towards you guys, and you hear in the fog a beautiful singing man's voice singing, "Yet from those flames no light, but rather darkness visible, served only to discover sights of woe, regions of sorrow, doleful shades, where peace and rest can never dwell, hope never comes."
Oh boy.
As
Oh,
the
this
fog
fog is
rolls
singing
over
to
you,
me.
you guys see you are no longer on the long road. You are in a dense wood. And that is where we will stop for today.
You did the thing! You did the thing!
We've just
Well
been
done.
Perkins'd!
Oh god!
Wait. Next
I want to go to Barovia.
We're in Barovia. I'm gonna hug Sassy and be like, no, we're in Barovia.
Wait, what?
No,
Did I
you're
miss
in
something
Barovia.
that we know of?
Yeah.
No.
We got Perkins. I hate it.
Okay, then I'm gonna go over to Zom and then hug her and be like, I'm sorry, we're in Barovia. I don't want to be in Barovia.
Thank you guys.
You're not sure, but you might have just heard Granny cry.
Thank you guys very much for playing episode 1. Yay!
I hate you.
You're welcome.
We're all screwed.
I got to do the kneecap thing, so I'm happy.
If my memory serves correctly, every single one of us rolled a 1, right?
Yes.
I
rolled
believe
2.
so, yeah.
I
Suboptimal! You did
We're
it!
the subest of optimals.
There you go.
We're like, can you?
Does anyone
Post-optimal. There's no more optimal.
Does anyone have anything they'd like to plug before we sign off for the
No,
night?
I want to go home.
Okay.
I don't want to be inappropriate. I'm kidding.
So I mentioned it on the test stream, but you can find all my writing at barber.com. Also, I have a book that I wrote that's for sale on Amazon. It's called Unlucky by Zom Barber. It's got murderous unicorns and an unlucky archer, and also moosicorns.
Dude,
So go
literally-
check it out to figure out what moosicorns.
Please link me this right now because I will buy this. I didn't know, dude. Seriously, link me, please.
Yes,
Come
I
on.
will. I will.
Give me the goods.
Yeah, you can find it on Amazon. It's available in all markets. Just look up "Unlucky" by Zom Barber.
Awesome.
I'm in the UK, so I don't know how that works.
It
You
should
go
be
to
in the UK as well.
Amazon.com.
Yeah.
I think you have that.
Amazon.com. We have .co.uk.
Yeah,
British here.
go there.
Right and better than you.
It's on the
Really?
Amazon
'Cause I'm
version,
pretty sure we started
or
it.
the UK version of Amazon.
You could. Wait, do you mean Amazon or the English language? Because that makes no sense.
Don't
Yes.
worry about it. We got it. It's cool.
We're also
Google it.
really
You'll
good
find
at
it.
outros, guys.
It's fine.
Okay.
Anyone else have anything?
I'll just plug my social media. You can find me on Twitter at Birds and Nerds and on Instagram at Nerds and Birds. I'm sorry, I know that's confusing. Someone had already taken Nerds and Birds on Twitter. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Exactly.
Rude.
Yeah, but that's where I post my art, and of course, keep a lookout for
You're on Instagram.
the zine for the DCA charity zine, which all of us are a part of.
Yes, if you haven't already, somehow follow at Dice Camera Zine on Twitter
Yeah.
for updates on
And
that.
If you can, follow all the artists, writers, and homebrewers there, and
If
you
not,
will
check
maybe
the
get
hashtag.
some. And you will probably get some. I know a lot of people are posting works in progress for their stuff, so it's really cool.
That's true. I posted a teaser that doesn't make any sense, so it's great.
Yay!
Um,
I like dumb and make no sense.
okay. Anybody else?
The same basic deals. You can find me on Twitter at JRShoe. It's my name. It's there in the overlay, which suit made, which is awesome. I also do have a Tumblr. That's Tumblr.
Shout out to Stu.
Metalwork Pegasus or Metalwork Pegasus. That's tumblr.com. I don't know which order they do things in. But that one's just a gallery, so it updates only when I finish something big. So if you follow that, don't expect it to update soon. But I have a camera now, so also I'm hopefully going to be able to start streaming, and I have some bronze that I need to cut sometime this weekend.
Cool.
So hopefully my laptop can handle that. And if all goes well, maybe follow me on Twitch. That's, again, twitch.tv/metalworkpegasus. See what happens.
Awesome.
Dude, please do that at a time that's reasonable here so I can watch that, because that would be great.
Maybe I make no promises as to any sort of schedule.
Yeah,
Me and consistency and time don't get along well.
the schedule is fine, just make sure you don't start at 2 a.m. in the UK.
I'll look up when 2 a.m. in the UK is and specifically
Right now,
start at that
it's
time just for you.
2 a.m. right
There you go.
now. Thanks, DM. We love you. I guess it's my turn. I do doodles and things, and people think I'm good, I guess.
I think you're good. I think they're very good doodles.
I did a thing that got kind of
They're
popular.
very good doodles.
Shh.
They're almost drawings.
Like, look, this is nearly art. Like, maybe.
Oh, that's not nearly that.
Nearly
Yeah, that's very good.
Girl, that's us.
That's actually kind of amazing.
Yeah.
And that's how I got here. So, yeah, but I'm bad at remembering to draw, and I get lack of motivation. So don't expect me to post much, but I really like drawing, and I'd like it if you followed me so you could give me at least advice or ideas. I'd love to draw for people for probably not much. I'm good. But yeah, I'm a nerd. I like D&D. I retweet dumb memes. And I do doodle. And I'm also in the zine.
Yay!
Cool.
I don't know, I'm trying to think. Do I have anything? Oh, right. I'm at Holly Hemlock or at Honeybomb1000. Don't ask. On Twitter. One of them's the art one. One of them's a different one. I'm going to merge them at some point. I also have a Instagram, which is Holly Hemlock Art with hyphens, I think. I think I've linked it in my Twitter.
Okay,
Good luck!
I'm at Andy Hatton on Twitter.
Yay!
God of Roads, most everywhere else. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch for more of this.
Please do.
Yes, do.
Homebrewed will be back into wherever they just got transported to on
Gee, I wonder.
March 23rd.
By the way, that was amazing, and I hate you. And also, everybody here is great. Go follow them; they're wonderful. And so is this DM dude. I don't know where I'm pointing.
I think I'm up in the corner. I'm in the top-ish.
He is on top and at me.
Yeah.
I think that's that way.
And then next week,
So
a
good.
different group will be Friday at 7.
It was that way.
Same channel, all that stuff. Bar Crawl will be starting in Neverwinter, and who knows where they will end up. It probably won't be...
Hopefully they will
Gee,
not.
I wonder.
I wonder where that'll be. Hopefully
I
they
mean,
won't
you
be
mentioned
as
something
suboptimal
about the
as we
two
are.
campaigns interacting, so I mean, if one of us is in Barovia, gonna be pretty hard for us to interact if the other one
I
isn't.
mean...
Unless
I don't know
they
how
end
long
up
you'll
in the
be there.
Shadowfell and we end up like getting in a wit. No, I don't know how
Or
it works. That's
we somehow ended up in Neverwinter and they ended up somewhere near Waterdeep.
we ended up in like.
They like we
Shadowfell.
switch places and they come back to
Neverwinter.
Yeah,
Dead
their
things on
first
the
episode's a
ground.
body swap episode. They have to body
I
swap
like
with your characters.
I like that in the chat. They're just like, it's probably just fog. It's just regular
Yeah,
fog.
I don't know why you guys are freaking
That's
out.
fine. All fog sings.
I'm running Cursive Strahd. I read how to introduce these things, and I'm impressed.
It's like how a chest is never just a chest. Mist is never just mist.
If it's a beautiful woman, she's a succubus, and she will eat your soul.
Worth.
They said it was the man's voice.
I did say it was a
Thank you,
man's
buyer
voice.
is still a thing. So I mean,
And I want to know who was singing.
Maybe you guys will find out next time.
Was it a dragon?
Still,
Sorry.
we have to wait 2 weeks for that. Ugh.
So was it a dragon? Because that's all Sassy cares about. If it's a dragon
It did
singing,
not-
she has to go find it.
It was in common. It did not sound draconic.
Dang.
Because then I would have been able to understand it.
Ask. I can.
Oh,
make
do
it
you know Draconic too?
I know Draconic.
Nice. So do
Oh
I.
yeah, 'cause you were with the Dragonborn for a while.
Uh-huh.
I can make a dragon. I can make my kitty a dragon. You should have asked.
Alright, so...
Okay, yeah,
Uh,
it's getting late. Okay.
Bye, everyone!
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.
Thank you
See
for
you
tuning
next week.
in.